Welcome to Somerset Weekly Wrap-Up for the week of April 7th to April 13th. In Monday's annual town election, Jacob Vaught won the race for the seat on the Board of Selectmen. Vaught had 1,405 votes in the election to 1,132 votes for incumbent Kathy Souza. Also in the election, Kim Ferreira and Christine Corville won seats on the Somerset School Committee, and Lloyd Mendes won a seat on the Planning Board. 18% of the town's registered voters cast ballots in the election. The Selectmen on Wednesday approved of a one-day entertainment license for a solar cannabis company at 1400 Brayton Point Road for a live music performance on April 20th at an event that will be held from noon to 7 p.m. There will also be cannabis vendors at the event, but they will not be selling cannabis or cannabis-infused products. They will be distributing educational materials and marketing items. A police detail will be hired, and Solar Cannabis will also have 4 of its own security personnel at the event for traffic flow, customer queue, deterring loitering, and on-site consumption. The site has 35 parking spaces. Alcohol will not be provided at the event. The event is for Solar Cannabis patrons. The event is nothing like the 2-day festival with several bands each day that was hosted on the site last summer. Veteran Service Officer Rebecca Jennings is forming a Veterans Advisory Board that will give assistance for her programs to support veterans and their families and provide outreach to them, and for events like the Memorial Day Parade and a Veterans Christmas Party. The board is a volunteer board. People do not have to be a veteran to serve on it. They just need to want to help and support veterans. The board needs to have a minimum of 5 members and no more than 15 members. Those who are interested in serving on the board can fill out a talent bank application in the town administrator's office at the town office building. The Selectmen on Monday appointed Patrick McDonald, Amy Rigtrup, and Roger Fortier to the town's Economic Development Committee. The committee was formed to support existing businesses in Somerset and help to attract new businesses to the town. McDonald is an attorney, Rigtrup is a funeral homeowner, and Fortier has a boat building business in Somerset. Before they were appointed to the Economic Development Committee, there were 7 members on the committee. Committee Chair Paul Cogley said the committee needed more help. The Selectmen appointed George Andes, Peter Pelletier, Wayne Medeiros, and David Gauthier to the town's Cable Advisory Committee. The committee is responsible for helping the town negotiate a new cable television agreement. There is about 3 years left on the 10-year agreement with Comcast. Selectman Chair Lorne Lawless said he would like a shorter agreement this time because of how quickly technology changes. He said the town has tried to get a competitor for Comcast in the past, but there were no other cable companies that wanted to come to Somerset. South Coast Hospitality, the company that owns the new Fairfield Marriott Hotel on Route 6, has made a $1,000 donation to the Somerset Council on Aging. The COA provides social activities, transportation, meals, exercise classes, health screenings, and other activities to senior citizens in Somerset. About 40% of Somerset's population is senior citizens. The Somerset Recreation Department, Save Our Bay Brayton Point, and AAA will be holding a community cleanup on April 23rd from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. The staging area for the cleanup will be at Pierce Beach Park, and then different areas of town will be cleaned up. Save Our Bay President Jeff Cardell informed the selectmen of the cleanup at their meeting on Wednesday. He said 2 areas that could be cleaned up are Wilbur Avenue from Brayton Point Road down to Fortier Boats and Route 6 around the bridge area. Phyllis and Jack Fitzgerald held their 35th Easter egg hunt in their yard on Elm Street on Saturday. About 50 family members, friends, and neighbors came to the event where they gathered plastic Easter eggs that had candy and tickets in them. They redeemed the tickets for small toys, puzzles, dolls, frisbees, and many other items. 1,620 eggs were placed around the property. The Easter egg hunt is held in memory of Phyllis's sister-in-law, Joni. In sports, the Somerset Berkeley Regional High School baseball team gave a number of tributes to its late assistant coach, Dave Oliveira, at its first home game on Monday. The players wore jerseys and batting helmets with Dave's initials on them. The home dugout has been named for Dave. Ben Oliveira, who is a player on this year's SBRHS baseball team, and his brother, Brady Oliveira, who used to play for the team and who are the sons of Dave, threw out the ceremonial first pitches as their mother and Dave's widow, Betsy Oliveira, stood just to the side of them. Dave used to coach first base for the team. The words Dave O were spray painted on the grass in back of first base, and in the first inning, Brady coached first base, wearing his father's old uniform and helmet, before giving way to assistant coach Jake Veneta, who will coach first base for the rest of the season. Flowers were given to Betsy, and the players hugged her after the game. The SBRHS baseball team beat Seekonk 4-3 on Wednesday. The Blue Raiders were down 3-1 going into the bottom of the sixth inning, but scored 3 runs in that inning to take the lead that they would hold on to for the rest of the game. In that inning, Landon Richardson had a hit and a stolen base. Jason Lynch got a base hit to bring him home and also stole second base. Ben Oliveira walked. John Lynch hit a double that brought his brother and Oliveira home. Jason Lynch also pitched the last 3 innings of the game and did not give up a run. The Somerset Berkeley Regional High School boys tennis team won a close match over Dighton Rehoboth on Wednesday. With the score tied 2-2, the match came down to the number 1 singles match that Somerset Berkeley's Joseph Ramos won. Number 2 singles player Tyler Barros and number 3 singles player Zachary Costa also had wins to help propel the Blue Raiders to the victory. Thank you for tuning in to Somerset Weekly Wrap-Up. We will see you next week with news from around Somerset.